You find yourself lost in Irvingland. Last time, we learned that Professor John Robinson is a highly intelligent dingbat because he put Dr. Smith in charge of handling a rope he was climbing down a cliff on.
It's a cave-in! Pull up on a rope! I'm coming up!
John isn't badly hurt, but there's no way out. Where is he? If there were 4 of those, I'd guess he was in Narnia. Okay, are you going to keep the curtain or trade it for what's behind the door? He chooses to keep the curtain, and his prize is another door. He's been needing one for his and Maureen's quarters on the Jupiter too. The one they have now isn't soundproof. It's true. When one door opens, another closes. That is how that goes, right? I suggest you get your fingers out of there. Apparently, he decided he does like having his fingers attached to his hand. Good choice.
A dreadful calamity has befallen us. One moment everything is safe and sound, and the next, the whole cave starts to shake. I barely escaped with my life. But it's not my fault. There's nothing I could have done to help Professor Robinson.
Something's happened to Dad?
Yes!
Smith, take a hold of yourself. Now, what's this all about?
Save the self-justifications for after you tell them what happened. But as we've seen all season, he can't just say there was a cave-in and Professor Robinson fell down a cliff. He has to create the great American novel instead and never quite get to the point. Once they suss out what he's babbling about, they mount a rescue operation.
We'll start digging right away.
I also will assist.
Smith, you get some picks and shovels. Will and I will get the rest of the equipment we need.
Major, my recent experience has exhausted me. My delicate back will
You
simply not...
heard what I said. Move!
Out of my way, you ninny!
I think Don is willing to sacrifice your delicate back for the cause, with or without your permission.
You are strong, but even the strength of 100 men could not move that rock.
Who said that?
Your strength will serve me well.
He doesn't recall signing any kind of service contract. Okay, this whole open door, closed door thing is really starting to confuse me.
Once I was a great warrior and leader of my race.
But then I took an arrow to the knee.
What is it you want with me?
My body has long ago been used up. I want yours.
Hey, he's a good-looking guy, but, look at you and,
As a replacement.
Oh, that makes more sense.
You have all the qualities which I need. There is no escape.
The family has been digging all day, but they've run out of light, both the day kind and the kind that drains the chariot's batteries. They have to give it up for the night.
Go. But remember, I am now a part of you.
No, I won't let you.
There is nothing you can do. And every time you sleep, I will gain further control of your mind. You are not to remember anything that has happened here. Now go, and take good care of our body.
As the voice said, he doesn't remember anything.
Dad! Oh, John.
Thank you.
Dr. Smith is keeping his distance because he figures John will be angry at him for running away.
Oh, dear. I'm weak with hunger. My stomach is a disaster area.
Your life is a disaster area.
I had to turn the rope loose, you know. Otherwise, I would have been trapped in the cave myself.
In other words, you chickened out on him.
The robot does have a way of cutting to the heart of the matter.
How dare you!
I'd like to report
That is not true.
he who chickens and runs away will chicken out another day.
Silence, you malicious moron. Just one more word out of you, and I will...
Dr. Smith, Dad wants you.
As usual, Dr. Smith won't even wait to find out if that's what the professor wants. He'll just start babbling and hope something coherent comes out. The law of averages has to catch up with him sometime.
Before we go any further, Professor, I should like to state that I did everything in my power to help you yesterday.
Well, of course you did.
Then you're not angry at me?
Certainly not. Have some breakfast.
Why, thank you. As a matter of fact, I am a bit hungry today. I'll just have to...
Don't touch that food.
Wow, that was a sucker punch. That's not like John.
But you just said that...
You're not going to eat any food from this table today. And if you don't join us tomorrow on time for breakfast, you're not going to eat for another 24 hours, Dr. Smith. Is that understood?
Aren't you being a little unreasonable?
This is no concern of yours, Maureen.
Now it's obvious there's something wrong. He does not talk to her like that. Is he feeling all right?
Just because I expect a little discipline, a little routine from that man, does not mean that I am sick.
John, please. John.
I'm sorry. Please forgive me, all of you. It's this headache. I just can't seem to get rid of it.
So no, he's not feeling all right. Maureen says go get some sleep. They don't realize that makes it worse.
How's the headache?
Gone and forgotten. I feel fine now.
Oh, thank goodness. You really had me worried.
I said I feel fine. Now let's drop the subject.
Why... Certainly, dear.
The man in the iron mask was working on him during the night, teaching him some stuff.
I hope you're real hungry. We're going to have a wonderful dinner.
We can discuss food later. Right now I have something much more important to talk about. We're getting the Jupiter 2 back into space.
The ghost needs to go someplace where he can be a mighty big shot again, and that requires the ship. The Robinsons don't have what they need to repair it, so Great Caesar's ghost is showing him how to make what they need.
I've devised a machine to make fuel. We can synthesize all the deuterium we need.
Fantastic.
But it will work.
I didn't say it wouldn't, but where did you get this information? It's years ahead of anything we know.
What difference does it make? Just so we can get off this planet.
The difference it makes is why won't you give a straight answer? You sound like Dr. Smith.
I couldn't be happier. I'm just curious as to why you never told me about this method of manufacturing fuel before.
Since when is it necessary that I discuss everything with you, Major West?
Oh, I don't know, since he's your best friend, your good right hand, the man who's saved your butt more times than you can count, the one who keeps the chariot and everything else working around here, and if you had all this stuff in your pocket all this time, why have we been sitting around on this planet for a year? He's asking valid questions.
I've worked out a flight schedule. It calls for our leaving this planet within 1 week. In order to attain that goal, we're going to have to work day and night.
Well, why the sudden rush? Another day or two won't make any difference.
Because I want it that way, Maureen. Any objections, Maureen?
No, John.
Dr. Smith, with his usual flair for getting everything wrong, thinks John is having a mental breakdown. And of course, he's just the expert to treat the poor fellow and restore his mind to good health.
May I come in? Well,
I didn't hear him say yes. Smith starts trying to psychoanalyze him, gets him to lie back, and says, "You haven't been yourself lately."
Dr. Smith?
yes.
You're a fool.
Beg your pardon.
I said you were a fool.
What? Who said that?
I did, Dr. Smith.
Who are you?
I will tell you.
Why?
My name is Kanto. I'm a great leader and warrior from the planet Quasti.
He says, "You won't tell anybody about this because I'll destroy you if you do." That's enough for Smith, but he doesn't have to tell the others because somebody else has already figured it out.
He is possessed. Possessed by an alien spirit.
But how? Why?
My source of information is limited.
You're holding back something. I order you to tell us.
The alien spirit has not yet gained full control of Professor Robinson. But time grows short. Unless some remedy is found,
he will be completely taken over and lost forever.
If this was supernatural, I'd say go back to that cave and burn Canto's bones. But I don't know if it works that way on this planet.
The mechanical man has told them what is happening. That could be very unfortunate.
There's nothing they can do to stop us now.
Perhaps. Still, they could be a hindrance.
We must remove them.
But some things are universal, like killing. Will follows him to the cave, mounts the steps, and opens the fancy door. Or not. John growls at him and dares him to tell anyone about this, then lets him go.
I have brought you back to this tomb for a reason, John Robinson. It is time for me to take over completely.
Yes, I know. I'm willing.
I guess Canto is in that mask then. Maybe he really was the man in the iron mask. Hey, it's black and white. I can't tell what color that metal is, and the man in the brass mask doesn't have the same ring. Maureen has established that John isn't in the ship. Don says, I think I know where to find him, in that cave where all this started.
What is it you want here?
He says, you're looking for John Robinson, but he's not in here. He's gone.
We have to get that weapon away from him. Be very careful.
John?
She starts talking gently to him, reminding him about his family and his friends, even Dr. Smith, whom I wouldn't have mentioned, and it's starting to work.
Dad. John, no.
There is no John Robinson. Only his body. My name is Canto.
Correction, it was starting to work. 10 more seconds and they probably could have talked him into putting it down. Good job, Don. Canto grabs another weapon and the fight is on. I will always wonder if the sparkler was supposed to fall off the spring. As good as he is, Don loses.
You may consider yourself fortunate. I'm usually not so lenient with my enemies. I've spent many centuries in this cave. Perhaps you will enjoy it.
I have a feeling a little bit of John Robinson went into that. He told Maureen that when he leaves the planet, the children will go with him. Right now, they're wondering if the family is even alive.
I've prepared a nice hot breakfast for you. I know you'll enjoy it.
We'll eat later if you don't mind, Dr. Smith. We want to start looking for Mom and Dad and the others.
I do mind. You're not stepping one step out of this camp without eating your breakfast.
But we're wasting time.
Dr. Smith is right. You must have nourishment.
Thank you. I'm glad to hear that for once you agree with me.
It is one of the few times you are more often wrong.
He never knows when to let it go, and it always leads to that.
I also agree with Dr. Smith.
Come no closer or I will destroy.
There is no danger. I'm a friend.
He says, I have news about your family.
Your parents, your sister, and Major West are unfortunately no longer on this planet.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
They've been taken away in a spaceship to the planet, Quasti,
How do you know that?
because I was a member of the aliens who took them. I did not approve of what my friends were doing. As a result, they left me here.
He says, I have a little score to settle with them. We can take your ship, go after them, and get your family back. How about it?
I don't believe a word he said. I think he's lying.
William!
We didn't see any other aliens or their spaceship. And what about Dad? Why was he acting so strange?
That was the work of my former friends.
You've got an answer for everything, haven't you? Well, the rest can go with you, but not me. Wait.
If Penny is smart, she'll go with Will. Dr. Smith will probably try to sell Canto a watch. The robot can't figure this alien out. He says there's a barrier. I'm guessing it's the mask.
Alert! Alert!
The others are getting the spaceship ready for departure. Why aren't you helping them? Answer me.
The others can go with you, but not me. No, sir, I'm staying right here.
The robot says, so am I, and it won't be hard to convince Penny and Dr. Smith as well.
If I prove to you that everything I said was true, would you go with me then?
Sure, but you're lying again, I know it.
You judged me wrongly, Will Robinson. If you come with me, I will show you how wrong you are.
Oh, sure. You come traipsing into the place wearing that fright mask, tell him his family's been kidnapped to another planet, offer to hijack his ship for your own purposes, and then say, trust me. Make sure you take the robot with you for protection.
All right, show me.
Shall I accompany you?
Stay here. You have work to do.
Do as he says.
Never mind.
Go ahead. I have something to show you.
What he's showing him is a bottomless pit. Will says, I know why you're showing me this.
You're going to push me off, aren't you?
Yes, Will Robinson. I am.
And I know why you're wearing that mask, too. So we won't know that you've taken over my father's body.
You're a very bright young man.
Will says, how about taking the mask off so I can see my dad's face one more time? Canto agrees.
Goodbye, Dad. I love you.
What did you say?
I love you, Dad.
Why do you hesitate? Push him off.
No.
And now the real fight is on.
Do as I say.
Nothing's stronger than the feeling we have for you, Dad.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen. 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 No. No.
That's what you get for only putting your soul into one Horcrux. Signed, Tom Riddle.
He's gone, Dad. He's gone forever.
Yes, well, he's gone.
What do you think chased him off, sir?
Love, Will. In all the worlds and galaxies of this universe, there is nothing stronger.
That's the power of love.
And go to commercial. Let's come back for the cliffhanger.
Let me off.
Whoa, suddenly we're in color. And I would never have guessed that those outfits were stagnant water green.
Right here, John. Listen, that last batch of deuteronium fuel tested out just fine. I think we finally got all we need.
Well, that's good news. How about the earthquake? Give you any trouble?
Earthquake? What earthquake?
We got it here, but good. And deeper than anything we ever had before. You better pack your gear and get back here right away. The next one may hit in your area.
We'll start right back.
John says the quakes are getting deep enough that they could split the planet down to its core. Judy goes to find Will and Dr. Smith.
In the presence of appreciative colleagues and fellow voyagers, I now unveil...
Will, Dr. Smith, we're leaving. Shh. Dad just called. He said there might be an earthquake right here in this very area.
Am I or am I not going to receive the reverence this ceremony deserves?
Put me down for not. Of course, he's unveiling a lame statue of himself. He could never get the hang of faces.
Now can we leave?
My dear boy, have you no regard for the sanctity of this moment?
We've got to get out of here. Didn't you hear what Judy said? We might be right in the middle of a...
Right in the middle of a that. Look, Don can fly without a jetpack now. I know it said next week, but we all knew it meant next season. And the change to color promised great things. We couldn't wait, but we had to. And so do you, while I take a little break. I'll see you again when you find yourself lost in Season 2 of Irvingland.